Good morning, Roger. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
Fantastic. It's a rainy day and it's cold weather and it's perfect for being indoors playing our rematch now of Scenario 2 from Stonewall's Last Battle, the Great Flank March revisited. We have swapped sides for those of you out there. Welcome, everybody in the gallery, everybody watching this. And our usual admonition to you is if you missed for whatever reason, if you were just busy with vacation or kids or whatever and you missed the first playthrough of this, stop right now. Go back and watch that one first, and then that one we will go through all the special rules and everything for that one. This one we're going to just jump right in, and of course we're going to have spoilers because we're going to talk about the differences between this week and last week. But first I will say hello and good morning to Roger. Roger, how are you this week?
I'm doing well. A little chilly up here in Knoxville this week. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this rematch. I think we'll see what I can do here as the Union player instead of the Confederate. And I'll be interested to see if you roll a six, if you can do much better job than I did with your Great Flank March, as I kind of screwed that up last week.
Well, there is balance in the universe, and we know potentially I'm going to roll on that. But yeah, just looking over some of the final board state from last week, this one is it's balanced on paper, but it's still significantly challenging for I think the Confederate player overall because you're front loading so many points to the Union. They've
Mm-hmm.
got the five. They're already in position to get another 10 with the corps that are there. So you have to chip away. You have to eat the elephant one bite at a time and figure out what are you going to do? Are you going to try to eject them from Chancellorsville? Are you going to deprive them of the pathway to Salem Church? So many different things, and that's what I was looking at this morning. I was like, I don't know what to do, but much of it will be guided by whether or not I roll sixes or not. So,
Yeah.
we'll see. But I'm ready to give a shot at this if you are.
Yep, I am.
All right, prescribed first, no leader transfers here at the beginning, and Roger gets the very first activation for number one. And you have to, you can move either a unit from the 12th or the 3rd. That's all, and it can't go west of column 33 here.
Three.
Yeah.
So I can't. Yep. So I have to stay in that column or move east. And, well, I think,
And good luck to you, sir.
yeah, good luck to you. I'll do the historical thing. I'll have Sickles activate Bernie for movement. And here's his movement roll +1. 4. So he can go 1 to there. Of course, Sickles has to go with him. Now he can't continue because that's a restricted Zoc where Lee is. But if I put him in the middle of all that, well, that makes it interesting. So yeah, let's do that. We'll go 2 to there and see what you want to do with that. Because you have to move F. Lee. So that's now to you for what they call the second phase.
Yes, second activation. I do activate F. Lee. He's going to go to fatigue level 2. And here's his movement. As was pointed out last week, Stewart grants a +3 to movement, so I will take advantage of that. Here's +3, and he gets 11. 1, 2, 3. That's restricted. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to there. All right, that is completed. Now for the third activation, I must activate Jackson and his corps. And they're all going to go to fatigue level 2, so I will activate all of them. And here we go. The big determining factor is the roll +2 for their movement. Ah, there you go. Well, now that really hamstrings me as far as what I can do attacking wise. Because you can't attack across a restricted Zoc boundary. And there's just really no way to get anything out of
Like,
this. It's just terrible. So I guess what we're going to do is try to set something up here. We'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4 to there. Colston will go 1, 2, 3 to there. Hill's going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4 to there. 23rd Georgia. I think we're going to keep both of them right there. Just with Sickles sneaking around there, I don't think there's any reason to do that. So, unfortunately, I cannot take advantage of any of my +1 surprise attack because I just really don't have the ability here. Can't attack there, not going to attack there, not going to attack there, and these guys are just going to stand still. So that is the 3. Now we go on to action number 4. 4, 5, and 6. I get a +1 to my rolls. So here is the first initiative, and it's yours.
We'll activate Devons, Howard, Steinware. I won't roll because Devons is only going to go 1 hex. Steinware will place a flanks refused, and Devons will just go back to Howard. Initiative. That's yours.
Okay.
You win that straight up. Yep. 4-3.
So I'm going to activate McClaws, and he's going to march with a +1 and go 6. So he will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. All right, and this is the last. Let's see, this is action 6. This is the last of the tie breaks.
Oh, right. Yeah, after this, and then we start worrying about
Nightfall.
Is it any doubles makes Nightfall?
Any doubles makes Nightfall, yep.
Any doubles makes
Nightfall. So
okay.
Here's action 6, and that's mine.
Last week I lost all of these 3 options.
All right, we're going to have Jackson activate Colston. Here is movement +2. It's an 8. Okay.
Oh, good. That's what you're looking for.
He's going to transfer to Colston. And here's extended march. Straight up. That's okay. So he will make a prepared attack on Bernie.
Mm-hmm.
And so, sadly, no surprise on this one. They saw it coming. So +1 for prepared. I get a +1 for tactical. I have all 6 hexes covered and nothing comes off. Or excuse me, yeah, all 6 covered.
Yeah,
nothing comes off
because of the special rule, which means you do cover that flank.
So +4 final flank. There is no artillery, and my ratio is -1 because I've got 14. You've got 15. So I see 6 up, 1 down for +5.
Flank. Final. Yes.
+5. Okay. So here's
+5.
Here's a +5 attack. There it is.
And you don't get the Jackson bonus.
Oh,
in this
no,
game?
because he was attacking on the march, right?
Attacking. Oh, right, attacking on. That was okay.
Yeah. Didn't want to waste time, so okay. I got a 6. Yep. There it is. So those of you who have been asking about my hot streak, it is now officially over. That's fine.
Yeah, I think we're both going to lose a manpower.
Yeah, so +1 on 14 is 1d for me and 1d for you. Okay?
Yep.
All right. Well, take one off of there. D'd out. Flips. All right. Well, not what I wanted. I was kind of hoping to get that manpower loss on retreat. You're all set. I'm all set. And here's the next initiative. Now, regular initiatives, a first tie will give us a sundown. And it's yours.
I'll have Slocum activate Williams. And under that big stack, Geary. Here's their movement. 5. These guys will go 1 to there. Okay, I have a rules question. I'm covered, right? I can't do this. He's going to have to flip, right, if I switch Geary to there.
Correct, yeah. No,
because
no, no,
of
no,
the.
no. It's still restricted Zonk for movement, right? So I don't get any bonus for that because it's not about flanking. It's only for flanking.
Okay,
So yeah, he is covered here, but he's uncovered here.
covered there. Okay. Okay, initiative. That's yours.
Okay, I will have Anderson march. And here is his movement +1, 6. He will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Initiative. Okay, sun has set. So now all attacks are -1 for nightfall. Okay, so that is still mine. Put a note here. Nightfalls. Alright, I will have Jackson activate Hill to 3. Here's movement +2. 8 movement points. He will not transfer. And here it's extended march. Yep, that's a good call. So they will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to there. Initiative. That's mine. I will activate roads to 3 with Jackson. Here's movement. That's fine. He will transfer. And here's extended march. He's okay. They will march in place. Initiative. That's mine again. Okay. Well, sir, you've got 26. So Jackson will attempt an assault on Howard with roads. So they will go to 4. And here is the assault attempt. Just barely. So we get a +1 for assault. We get a +2 for tactical. We get a +1 for a Jackson bonus finally. And we have all 6 hexes covered, but this one will come off for a +3 final flank.
I have a flanks
Oh,
refused.
that comes down to a +1. Thank you. +1 final flank. Good. And then you have 2, 4, 6 pieces of artillery, and I have 5. So you have a die roll for artillery. And it's used.
Jeez.
Okay. So I see -1 artillery and -1 for ratio. So I've got 3, 4, 5 up and 2 down for a +3.
Yes, that's what I see as well.
+3. Here is the attack. +3! Ah, jeez Louise. Yeah.
Ooh. Howard holds his ground.
Man. All right. So
that's even up.
Even up. You have 20.
And I had a bunch of guys in there, though.
Yeah. So I have 18. So I get 1D, and you have 1D.
26 is 1D, yeah.
We're just not making any progress here. That is just terrible. So loses 1. Flips.
So I'll move Howard. So I can do this guys as a stack. So they pick up 3 fatigues.
So as always, folks out there watching, you can put all the modifiers on your side of the die, and if that die roller will not cooperate, then
they disorganize, and I'll take the manpower off of Devon's, I guess.
So 2 + 5 attacks blunted.
Okay.
Or a +5 and a +3. Yes.
Yeah. +5 was.
Yeah, that was brutal. That really hurt. That was the morning.
Yeah.
But that's the Mush Award. That's why we give out the Mush Award. Okay, initiative. That is mine. I'm going to activate the 3rd Virginia and move them. Here's their movement +1. 8. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Initiative. That's yours.
I'm going to activate Reynolds. Here's their movement. 5. They're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. Oops. 4. What's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Initiative. That's mine. I'll take them again. 7 movement points. They each will need an extend march, and these are just going to have a +1. Robinson will go first, +1. He's okay. Oh, they have 7 movement points, not 6. Got to add the 1 to the. So he'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Here's Doubleday's extend. He's okay. He'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get him across. Wadsworth's extend. He's okay. 4, 5, 6. So that whole core is now across. Initiative. That's mine. Well, Meade will activate Humphreys and Griffin. Here's their movement. Getting your rolls today.
Mm-hmm. It might not be tied to the name, but to the side. It might be tied to Union.
Maybe, yeah, maybe that's what it is.
We wargamers are a suspicious and cowardly lot.
Yeah, reasons for that, I think. Well, let's see. Griffin will go. That's to the woods is 6. He'll go 7 to there, and so just go there. Initiative. That's yours.
So we'll have Perry march. Where's Perry? Movement +1. 4. So he'll go 1, 2, 3, and stop there. Initiative. Tide is mine. We'll take Perry to 2. Movement. Oh, terrible movement, but that's okay. He's going to go to Banks Ford. Initiative. Tide. I will activate Hill to 4. Here's movement +1. 6. Here's extend +1. It's okay. He'll go 1, 2, and 3 to there. Initiative. That's mine. I believe I will have the 3rd Virginia march. There's movement. That's fine. They're going to go there. And initiative. Wow, all the ties. I will pass.
Hancock will activate French. Hancock. 3. Couch is going to stay with Hancock. French is going to go 1, 2, 3 to there. Hancock, Couch are just going to go to there. Initiative, that's mine. Let's see if these cav in the rear here can come up. Take Davis first.
Holger would be so proud of you.
10. Let's see. Guess the fastest route is, see, where do I want him to come in at? Gonna go this way. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Initiative, that's yours.
Okay. I'll have Anderson march to 2. Here's movement +1. Okay. He will make a prepared attack on French. So it will be a +1 for prepared, +1 for tactical. And I've got ratio covered. You have a roll for artillery and rough. It's not used. Okay, fantastic. So I just see a plus attack because there's no flank, no terrain, nothing else.
Yes.
Okay, +2 attack. Here we go. +2. Come on. 5.
Wow, I'm rolling 6s today, aren't I?
What's great about this is I think turn 2 is not going to matter because I know Holger's like, oh, you got to play it out. I don't think so.
So,
all right.
On a 9 is.
Did you guys include the -1 for it being dusk?
No, I did not. Thank you.
4, so it's a -2?
Correct. -2. -2, yes. And I'm at 10, so 2D. Boo. All right, so 1, 2. Boom, boom. Flip, and I give you that. I don't know that I can keep you from winning this one now. All right, initiative. Unless you'd like to retreat.
No, he'll stand, I think.
Okay. And he was fatigued, just a small fatigue. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I just got a small F. No, thanks for that clarification.
Yes, thank you very much.
I've been thinking about the night thing the whole time. Why I'm not attacking?
Yeah, that's duh. Why wasn't I? Yes, it's ingrained in your subconscious. All right, initiative. That's yours.
We'll bring up Sergeant. He goes 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Initiative. I'll try Macintosh. He goes 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Initiative, that's yours.
All right, well, F. Lee to the rescue, I guess. So F. Lee goes to 3. Here's movement +3. That's fantastic.
Oh.
Here is, so that's 14. Just make a little more. 14, and here's extended march. He's okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll stop there. That's fine. Initiative. That's mine. I will pass.
I have Meade take Humphreys and Griffin of T2. Well, okay. I'm just going to have them go cross country into the woods. Initiative, that's mine. Well, this guy's going to trench. Pushed you away. I don't see any reason to have those guys flip. Pretty good shape. I'm going to pass.
Look around, see if there's any benefit to trying anything else. No, I'm going to let them rest. So I will pass as well. And we will end turn 1 at just over the half-hour mark. So I will hit the recover button. Recovers very fast. And we are ready for, there's nothing special about turn 2 other than, Jackson has expired, so we'll flip him to Stewart.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he dies automatically at the end of the day, doesn't he?
Deletes. And F. Lee is on his own. So That's sad. They will bury that arm somewhere. It's time for you to do any leader transfers that you wish.
I got my guys pretty much tightened up here, and Howard's got to stay put. Sickles has got to stay put. Hooker might as well stay there in the middle. Reynolds, I'm not moving anybody. I think everybody's about where they should be.
Okay. Well, my only move, I think, is going to be Lee is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The only opportunity to move Lee for grand assaults in this whole game. So that's it for me, because I've only got one left. All right. So let's roll the first initiative. I will take this one here. Here's the first. That is mine. Well, probably get one good attack. That's about it. This is where the management of individual forces becomes so painful because everyone's tapped and there's just not a lot to work with, and I've got too much to do. So I could pretty much write off the fact that I'm going to drive anyone north of the Rappahannock. Even with a really good attack, you've got options to keep you south of it. So I might as well just kind of take this in a blaze of glory because I want to see it actually work. But if it doesn't, then that's just par for the course. So we're going to attempt an assault with roads on Howard. It seems like a thing that Jeb would do. So here's the assault attempt, and it comes off. Now I will attempt a grand assault with Lee. And here we go. It comes off. I can bring up 2 hexes in. Why not? Let's bring in Hill and Colston. And we're going to have a 32 manpower attack on Howard. So it is +1 for assault. It is +2 for tactical. It is a Lee bonus in this one, +1. And then we have a ratio of 2 to 1. We've got 32 to your 16, so +1 for ratio. I should have enough guns. I have 13 guns to cover your 6. So do I get a +1, 13 to 6 on that?
Rough terrain.
Rough +6. No effect. Okay.
No effect.
That's fine. And then I have 5 hexes covered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But this one will come off, and you have a flanks refused. So that reduces it to no flank. So I see 3, 5 up.
Is that what I see? Yes.
Okay. Well, as John Bon Jovi says, blaze of glory. Here we go. +5 attack. That's 11.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh.
+8.
+8. 11 is 3DR.
Okay.
Asterisk.
Yeah, double demoralized.
Out of the way.
And what did I get? +8 on 32. I didn't even take a scratch. Good.
So, 3 fatigues. Demoralization. 2. And I'll take, I guess, 1 off each one. Good attack. So, retreat. 1. Further away by road. 2, 3, and 4 further away.
Okay.
Flanks refused. And I pick up. So now we're, 1 manpower on me.
Okay.
I've got 4 to 5, right?
Yes. And I will have Hill and Rhodes advance in. Okay. Initiative. That's yours.
I'll take Sickles with Bernie. Roll for movement. Well, not enough to do what I was hoping to try to do, but that's all right. Here's his extend +1. And he's going to lose it. Let's see. I think this is going to be 1 manpower. Because it's a 6, right?
Yeah.
14. Yeah. Loses a manpower. He's going to slide into there. Initiative. That's mine. We'll have Reynolds activate his core. Here's their movement. More movement points. Well, Reynolds will stay with Robinson. They'll go 1 to there. Doubleday will go 1, 2, 3 to there. Wadsworth will go 1, 2, 3 to there. Initiative. That's mine. Yeah, I'm going to try spoiling attack, I guess. So I'll Slocum
don't.
activate Geary and Williams. And he is a 5. And here's the attempt at a grand with Hooker.
He says
it's a
no.
5, and Hooker is, of course, I can never get a grand assault to come off. So I see a type is +1. And bringing in 27 to your 23. So ratio is covered. The flank calculation, I believe, if I've done this correctly, Patrick, I got 5 hexes covered. And this one comes off.
Mm-hmm. +1.
So it's a flank of +1.
Yep.
Now I think we're going to have some negatives. The tactical is a -1 for Stewart.
That's right.
And the artillery is you have 9 to my 5. It's a -4, which I think you're going to get an automatic -1.
Let's see.
For artillery.
In rough, yes.
So the final is a 0.
Really? 2 up and 2 down? +0 spoiler. Talk about
So,
spoiler.
Yeah, so this is... okay, this is going to be one of those, everyone's going to say, well, I'm doing this because
He
I am
knows.
attempting a spoiling attack.
He knows what I'm going to do next.
Yeah, I know what you're going to do next. And I've got, it's a 50-50 chance basically of disorganizing your biggest manpower force, other than McClaws, who's hanging out back out at. So if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, then people will have a right to say, "What the heck are you doing?" Here we go. +0. It's a 6. So I accomplished my mission.
So let's just recap for the folks at home. 3 6s on combat now. Is that right for you? Did you get?
I think at least 3 6s and 1 5.
And 1 5. Okay. All right. Well, here is the defense. So you got a 6, and I got a 3. So you succeeded in your goal of +3, and I have 23. So I lose 2 DR.
And I went with 27.
You lose 2.
I was 2. So I didn't gain on. Oh, actually, I may have lost more than 2.
27, right? It's 2 FA?
Yeah, it was 2 FA. Okay.
Yeah. All right, so an exchange, but you succeed in your goal. And they must go 1 away, 2 away. I will take, let's see, I will take them both off the roads.
That was a big F2, wasn't it? Yep. I'll take 1 off of each, I guess. And I will not move into the hex.
Okay, and I'm, let's see, I've gone 1, 2 away. I can go 2 more, but I can't get closer. Let's see, I'm 3 away now. If I went here, that'd be 1, 2, 3 away. If I went here, that'd be 1, 2. I could come here, be 1, 2, 3 away. So that would put me in range of both units. So yeah, I'm going to do that and that as well.
Oh, gotcha. That to your command radius. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you're not taking the hex. Okay.
No, I'm not going to take the hex. I'll stay there. Initiative. That's yours. Ties.
Okay.
And what I see right now is I have the 8 points for no division adjacent, and I've got 6 across, so that's worth 12. So 20 minus 1 is 19. VP is what I have right now.
And I've got the -6. Is that right? So 13.
13 minus 6. Yeah, I don't have that on my spreadsheet for some stupid reason.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have Stuart activate Colston and 23rd Georgia and who's under there? Thomas. So they'll all get a fatigue. Colston will need an extend march. Here's their movement. Fantastic movement, but not necessary. We're going to transfer to Thomas. There. Oops. Go. Colston will go first. So here's Colston's extend. He's okay. He's going to go there. And the other two are going to just go there. Initiative. That's mine. Yeah, I will have Thomas attempt an assault on Couch. So he'll go to fatigue level 2. So here's the assault attempt. It comes off. I will ask Lee for a grand assault on Couch. It does not come off. Boo! What I said before was incorrect. He's a 6. You should just always go for it. Alright, that's terrible. Well, then here's what we get. +1 for assault. +1 for a tactical. +1 for Lee bonus. And I've got 5 hexes covered, but these 2 are going to come off. So no flank. Artillery-wise, I've got 2 pieces of artillery, and you've got 3. So you have a roll in rough. It comes right. So I see, and then I have a ratio of -1. So -1 arty, -1 ratio. So I see 3 up and 2 down for +1.
Yes, that's what I see.
+1 attack. Here we go. 5.
Wow. That's a string of 6s on defense that I just can't.
I did that last week, so I mean, I get it. Okay.
That's a -1 result.
-1 on 8. And it's a 1D for me, so I'm giving that back to you. And you're just 2 Fs.
Picks up a couple fatigues. 1,
so, 1, 2,
and 2 fatigues.
Flip, lose a manpower, and we are now tied once again in manpower.
You lost a manpower on that? Okay.
Did 1D. All right.
Okay.
Initiative. That's mine. Wow.
Still got the 2nd, 3rd, 23rd Georges fresh.
Yes, they are. Go, boys, go. So I don't see a need to push it because I think all my big tools, my big tools are all tapped out. So I don't know that I can mount much of an assault here. So I'm going to pass and just, if you pass, that's it, man.
Okay, so what I see is I have Chancellorsville, but you have a division adjacent for 5. You have the Salem for -6, so we're at -1.
Mm-hmm.
I then have 12 points, which puts me at +11. And then we're tied on manpower. So the final VP total I see is 11 points for a Union marginal.
Yes, that's what I see.
And you scored 23 points the last time.
I did, because I also rolled a bunch of 6s. So it is very, and we're going to talk about this, very heavily favored for the Union in this one on the die roller.
And I am happy to call this a game myself. So I will pass as well and end it with the Union marginal, because I could probably do some damage here manpower wise, but
yeah, I think you could. I mean, you could certainly make a play. I'm not apologizing to Holger. Wait a minute. No, we played it out. We played 2 different styles, and clearly this is going to lead into our now scenario discussion for this as we put the Great Flank March to bed. We both played both sides. And I will just describe, if not this one scenario, I will describe the entire module as I remember it. And this is, again, not a knock, but there are a lot of very short scenarios here. So I'm going to call this swingy, because we both did the exact Same thing as the Union, where the die roller was just heavily an influence on this. Now, that's
Yes,
every
very
game of
much
Great,
so.
but it's only 2 turns. And anything that's 1 or 2 turns and it's a set piece battle, you are at the mercy of the die roller. And I had some really, I thought last week, with the exception of the one thing where he just miscounted Stewart and he didn't get in to set up that flank, I think you were, you made the attack on Devons. That's a great opening because you got the 6, right? You got the 6 with
Yeah,
Jackson. So you have 8 points to spend, and you did a great flank march on that. You did the script, and it just didn't come off because I rolled a 6. So with the Union having all of this incredible luck of all these 6s, that really changed the dynamic of it because I don't think I went into any of these today with a bad attack. I had a +5 for the first one, and
oh, that was, yeah.
you rolled a 6 and I rolled a 1 or whatever it was. It was enough that I rolled a 1 and it was just terrible. So I got the 6, you got the 5, blunted. And then all the other ones, they started to whittle down because I didn't have all of that maintained manpower strength. I didn't have enough pieces to bring in to leverage these significant attacks. So every single one of them went from what potentially could have been a +5 down to a +3, +2, and that's when I start getting wary on, as any player of great campaigns should, when you start making those middling attacks, unless you're getting into spoiler range, and that was a fantastic spoiling attack. That reminds me of myself when I was a younger man. That was great. So yeah, you getting that, and clearly, I know some of you were worried in turn one when I moved McClaws away and I took away all the units from that, reducing from 8 to 5. And I was like, all you gotta do is get one in there, just get one at the end. But it defeats you, man, when you're just like, I'm doing the best I can, and the die roller says, no, you're not. Fate intervenes. So that's when I think this particular scenario highlights that we're setting the chessboard like this. Oh, by the way, you're going to tie one arm behind your back, and you can't do this, you can't do that. That's fine. And then we're going to introduce some significant bad luck, and that's going to undo everything. But that's what I think on this one. It's not bad. It's just if we played this 5 more times, how many times would the die roller be as significantly important as we're used to when we play these long campaign scenarios?
Yeah, I think, I mean, in terms of this scenario, one is I don't know how many 6s I ended up rolling on combat, 4 or 5, and that helps playing the defense when you're playing defense because it just takes away the attacker's ability to get losses. The one big victory you got was destroying Howard's Corps or wrecking Howard's Corps, which is nice. That was well done.
But unfortunately, you had a path to keep you south of the river.
Had a path to keep me, yeah, and I had great movement to get Reynolds across on day 1, which meant he was actually a player here on day 2, though all he was able to do so far was contribute a flank. But that was +1 was nice to get that additional flank, which is why I spread him out along the road there. I think this is just hard because of the fact that Chancellorsville, Confederate player has to take Chancellorsville.
Oh, without a doubt.
On day 1.
And you have to just throw everything at it.
Yeah, and I think the flank march part may be the, doing that may be the error. Maybe replaying this is you actually just do the frontal assault on Chancellorsville and hope to get him out of there, and then because the manpower advantage the Union has here.
Oh, well, especially as they dig in. Yeah, exactly.
Is huge, and they dig in. And another thing, I guess I would have, if this ever gets redone, a suggestion I would make to this scenario is allow Lee to command, which is what happened historically, is he commanded Longstreet's troops. So you have a little bit of, because doing those one at a time is one, when, of course I had such few initiatives that it was, I would let Lee have that ability to act as a leader activation. I realize that would probably breaks the game in some respects, but I just think that would give the Confederates a little more flexibility.
Or perhaps, if not directly like that, do you allow for one single army activation with Longstreet's Corps? Maybe one time on a single turn, just one freebie
activation.
In the special scenario rules or something. I know it adds another layer of chrome, and that's often the complaint is like, well, there's just too many things. Well, I get that, but if you want the balance, and I want everybody to now look at play 1 and play 2 through that prism. Look at that filter of what Roger and I just did. He was hamstrung in the first game by me rolling a bunch of sixes, and I got a bunch of initiatives, which that's an argument unto itself for people that don't like the initiative system. I get it. But that usually doesn't factor in if you're playing more than 3 or 4 turns, because it's like, oh man, it didn't work out today. Gosh, gee, okay. But this one,
day,
right? You are compelled to try to take Chancellorsville in basically 8 activations or less with a unit, and that's a really tall order. And you've got to protect all this back here, and try to use it as a cudgel to prevent them from getting this, and so there's like multiple things going on. It's fun, but it's fun only in the fact that here's the sandbox, kid. Here's the opening thing. You're supposed to do these 3 things. Let's see how well you do. And if you don't do well, then that makes the rest of the scenario a little bit of a slog. So
yeah, I think that would be interesting in terms of the. I think when we get to and I guess that's the question we'll have to discuss if we're going to do both. There are 2 advanced games actually. I didn't realize that until I was looking at this last night. There's like a short one and then a longer one. If we're going to do both of them, or this may be an interesting one to do the hidden.
Oh yeah,
we did with.
I agree. Yeah,
because that would give that mask of fog, which is so important. Given that the Union has so many more guys, you may have to guess where's the Confederacy. Where are the Confederate troops? Are they moving around my flank? Are they for where they are? Because perfect knowledge, really, when you've got a manpower advantage, is just you go, okay, yeah, you can beat that corps up. I don't care. I've got another corps.
Exactly. Yeah.
4 inches away.
And that's why the goal was here for this particular game. When you moved Reynolds up, I'm like, he's trying to. And by the way, you shorted yourself 1, but I didn't correct you because it worked to my advantage. But you had 4 on that because you rolled a 3, so you had +1. You stopped Doubleday there at 3. You could have gone to there to set up a flank, but I didn't know if that was intentional or not. And
it actually was intentional because I was looking at if I put him there, I actually that guy's going to come back off again.
Sure.
So, and I was concerned if I put him there, then you would have F. Lee providing a. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right there. So I was just.
Yeah, we're chasing flanks in the woods without a doubt.
Yeah, we're chasing flanks in the woods, and and especially with the special ability of the Confederates to take because now you've got a +4 flank on him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was thinking, well. I just was like, the way I wasn't getting initiatives, I could just see you piling up the initiatives. And
so when I got the units moved up here, originally before your spoiling attack, when you moved Reynolds up, I'm like, ooh, fresh target, because rather than try to go after Slocum and Geary and all them here, he was the softer target, and then that would get me potentially routing him, maybe. Hopefully, and then allowing me to take this spot, and then I've got some options. Then when you piled everyone here after that attack, and I did get this, I went, I'm not gonna take on 30 whatever, 25, 34. So there's just no way that the lightning's gonna strike twice, and he's gonna get. Maybe it will, but probably not. So I said, I'll just park next to Chancellorsville. Let's see what happens, and then of course you run out of options once your best hitters over here are all tapped out. There's just not much you can do. So yeah, it's perfectly fine. I will be gracious in that you and I think, and some of you commented offline that you're seeing us both play quote our best game because you're working with the tools that are handed you, and it is a poor worker indeed that blames his tools. I'm not blaming the tools. I'm just saying that, that element of luck is going to be so significantly magnified on these 1 and 2 scenario turns. So basically, Patrick's belly aching. He had great luck last week and bad luck this week. So take that as you will, people.
Well, as you said, you won the scenario.
That's true. Yeah, because I got 23 and you got 11. So hooray! Yep. Yeah.
So well done.
Well, thank you. So you had brought up something, and I think let's look ahead, folks. And this is where we want to encourage everyone to opine down there. Please let us know if you've. I'm sure people have played this, and I see a lot of people online asking about this one now because I don't know. Maybe it's because of what we're doing here. Maybe people have just not experienced it, and they're still available out on the aftermarket, and it's the last one that has not been, aside from Stonewall in the Valley, that it does not have immediate plans to be reprinted. So, take that as you will. But it's out there. You can find a copy, and if not, you can follow along here with us. But Roger, you had brought up something in the future about Brandy Station, and I know our next one is going to be Sedgwick to the rescue. That is number 3 officially. Do we want to? So 5 and 6 are both advance. Is what you were saying? One's a shorter, one's a longer.
Yeah, 5 and 6 are both the advanced. 5 kind of has Hooker doing his flank march, and then 6 actually just takes it back a couple more days.
All the way. Okay.
And you start back around Fredericksburg. So I don't know if we want to do both or just do the longer.
Well, I liked your suggestion. Why don't we do this? We'll do Sedgwick to the rescue. Everyone's in on our plans here, what we're doing. We'll do Sedgwick to the rescue next. And then, why don't we, that will have gotten us the 3, quote, basic scenarios. Why don't we jump right into number 6 and do the full Chancellorsville campaign with the Fog of War rules? We'll have to brush up on that.
Yeah.
That will expand it out a little bit. It's 10 turns, but that will probably take us a couple of months. And then, like your suggestion, Brandy Station is the connector, the connecting tissue to roads to Gettysburg, which is what we're going to do next after this. So why don't we do Brandy Station afterwards as just the aperitif that will take us towards the invasion of the North again, and then that we're kind of on. I thought it was odd that they put that in there as a basic at the end, but it's not really at the end. It's the end of the basics. So clearly they wanted some connection back to roads to Gettysburg.
That sounds like a plan to me.
Fantastic! We're making plans here, and there's no die roller involved at the moment. So, well, then we'll put this scenario to bed. Thank you, everyone who has watched both of these. And again, we'd love to hear what you got to say. Thanks, everybody watching live in the gallery. And if you could take a moment to do all that, normal housekeeping stuff. If this is new to you on the channel, click subscribe, click the notification bell. If you want to kick some money in the bucket, there's the bucket link. And here's everyone who's been very generous. We've had some exceedingly generous donations of late. So if you want to kick in a buck, please do. Otherwise, don't worry about it. And Roger, then next week, Sedgwick to the rescue.
Yes, the other part of this little campaign.
Yes.
See you then.
All right. Take care, man.